Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to NHL 19 franchise mode with your Winnipeg Jets. Yes, we are back here again to play through the 2021 NHL playoffs. Now, last episode, we of course went through the second half of the 20/21 NHL season, and we had a much better go of it in the second half of the season compared to the first half. The Winnipeg Jets finished the regular season with a record of 48 wins, 25 losses, and 9 overtime or shootout losses, which was good enough for second place in our division, once again behind the Dallas Stars. So very similar to the season before, the season where we won the Stanley Cup, let's not forget. We were only 3 points back from first place against the Dallas Stars, which was good enough to put us for third place in the league. Tampa Bay ran away with it, 4 points up from second place Dallas. 53 wins on the season for them, only 48 for us, but we had a lot of overtime losses. So a pretty good season, I think, for the Winnipeg Jets. 79 points in 82 games for Patrik Laine. 78 for Scheifele and 70 for Panarin. So our first line absolutely scorching it through the league. Laine almost a 40-goal scorer. Scheifele 52 assists on the year. Almost a 30-goal scorer himself. Our second line of Connor, Ehlers and Duchesne had a little bit of a reduced amount of points compared to last season. But hopefully everything is good. I think we'll be fine this season. I mean, we're in defence of our Stanley Cup, ladies and gents. And speaking of which, let's take a look at the playoff tree. So, in the Western Conference, we have the Jets against the Blackhawks, of course, like last year. Then we have the Dallas Stars against the St. Louis Blues, the Arizona Coyotes against the San Jose Sharks, and the Calgary Flames against the Anaheim Ducks. So 2 out of the 3 Californian teams made it in the Western Conference playoffs. Then, for the Eastern Conference, we have the Flyers and the Penguins. That's a great series. We have the Blue Jackets against the Sabres. We have the Maple Leafs against the Senators in a Canadian matchup. And the Lightning against the Boston Bruins. So lots of very strong teams here in the playoffs. I'm not surprised that quite a lot of these teams made it. We just need to make sure we hold our own. So let's take a look at our team before we get started with our 2021 playoff run. So, first line, Panarin, Scheifele, Laine makes the most sense. Second line, Kyle Connor, Matt Duchesne, Nikolai Ehlers. Third line, Matthew Perreault with Jack Roslovic and Nick Petan. Then fourth line, Brendan Lemieux with Appleton and Nick Kurdales. Then Josh Morrissey with Dustin Byfuglien on the defensive first pair. Jacob Trouba with Tyler Myers as our solid second pair. And Samuel Morin and Gabriel Carlsson on our third pair. Goaltending, we have big Connor Hellebuck. I was about to say Big Buff, but no, he's a defenseman for us. Odd man rush. 89 overall Connor Hellebuck with Linus Ullmark as our backup. Then Marco Darno, Joe Morrow, and Chris Versteeg all as healthy scratches. So I'm quite happy. We've got a lot of depth in this lineup, so if one player goes down, we've got somebody, either forward or defense, that can immediately jump in and get the job done. So let's hold a team meeting, and then I think we'll get started, ladies and gents. Josh Morrissey, very happy. He's the only leader in our locker room, apparently. Whether it's Game 1 or Game 7, I need the best out of you every night. A couple of players love that. So you know how we do this, folks. Period by period sim for every game. Unless it's a close third period, or it's close going into the third period, or it's a game where we're facing elimination. So, the defending Stanley Cup champion Winnipeg Jets, they're looking to go back-to-back championships. Can they do it? Let's find out. Game 1 of the playoffs. Our 2021 Stanley Cup defense. Let's do this. Kyle Connor against Alex DeBrincat for the opening face-off of Game 1 of Round 1. First period. Okay, wow, okay, it's a 3-0 lead to the Chicago Blackhawks. Not the best start here, fellas. Patrick Kane scores a pair of goals and Brandon Saad scores one on Hellebuck. 12 shots to 8 in favour of Chicago. That's not a very good first period, is it, boys? You kind of need to pick it up here, fellas. Otherwise, we're going to be seeing a very early exit here. Second period. Okay, it's a 4-1 game. Patrick Maroon scores, but Big Buff manages to break the shutout with 7:21 left in the second period. However, 26 shots to 22 in favour of Winnipeg. And third period. There you go, that's all she wrote, ladies and gents. 4-1 victory for the Chicago Blackhawks. Crawford with the first star, only allowing 1 goal, a save percentage of .976. Patrick Kane 3 points, Brandon Saad a goal. Okay. So, not the start to the playoffs that we wanted, but it's a 7-game series for a reason. So let's see if we can bounce back, win this series, shall we, boys? How are the Manitoba Moose getting on this season as well? I probably should check them. 32, 34, and 8. Ugh. Okay then, moving on. So, Winnipeg against Chicago. Game 2, we're back at the Bell MTS Place. Let's win this one, take both of them in Chicago, shut it down at home. Schmaltz against Roslovic for the opening face-off of Game 2 of Round 1. First period. Okay, good. It's a 3-1 lead to us this time. Patrik Laine with a hat-trick. Took him 10 minutes and 33 seconds, but Patrik Laine has scored a hat-trick in the playoffs. Matthias Janmark manages to break the shutout on Connor Hellebuck, though. 14 shots to 5 in favour of Winnipeg. Second period. Okay, it's a 4-2 lead. Patrik Laine scores a fourth goal in the game. Patrick Kane scores on Hellebuck. We'll go times 8 simulation. 27 shots to 14 in favour of Chicago at the end of the third. But DeBrincat manages to cut the lead to 1. And Chris Stewart has tied the game. And Patrick Kane has taken the lead in the game. Connor Hellebuck, what are you playing at, son? You had a great first period. Patrick Kane has scored a hat-trick. Okay then. Wow. Chicago, they did not want to lose this game, did they? Ullmark comes in. Oh, and Patrick Kane scores another one. We've had 2 players score 4 goals in this game. Wow! Winnipeg. Jesus. A bloody 5-goal third period against. And we lose 7-4. Wow, the playoffs are a crazy place. So, Patrick Kane manages 4 goals and an assist. Patrik Laine manages 4 goals. And Mark Scheifele manages 3 assists. If one player scores 4 goals, you should be able to win a game, but clearly not. Okay, so we're 2-0 down in this series, which isn't very good. In that one, well, we didn't really have a huge amount of scoring. I was going to say our scoring was fine there, but one player scored all the goals for us. So I'm going to move Panarin onto the second line. He hasn't really done much so far. Let's see if Kyle Connor manages to make an impact. We need to change something, because otherwise we're going to get swept. So, at the United Centre in Chicago for Game 3 of Round 1. Let's bounce back here, Winnipeg Jets. Win both away. Let's do this. Taves against Scheifele for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 1-0 lead to us. Patrik Laine scores his 5th goal in 2 games. 12 shots to 10 in favour of Chicago. Second period. Okay, it's no score after the second. 19 shots to 17 in favour of Chicago. Times 8 simulation. Come on, Winnipeg. Get that insurance marker. Or Schmaltz could tie the game. That's fine too. I mean, that's understandable. A power play for them. Okay, we managed to kill it off, I think. Good job, boys. Come on, Winnipeg. Break this tie. No, Patrick Kane. I didn't mean you. Come on, power play. Power play, Winnipeg. Okay. Thank you, Kyle Connor. Manages to score his first goal of the playoffs. And we go to OT. 31 shots apiece for either team. We really need to kind of win this game, fellas. Otherwise, we're going to be 3-0 down in the series. Patrick Kane, I've had enough of you scoring on us. Like, stop it. You scored 5 goals in 2 games against us. Leave us alone. Here we go for overtime. Come on, Winnipeg. We need to win this game. Jets, win this game. Make it a 2-1 series. Do not make this a 3-0 series. I will not be happy. A power play for Chicago. We managed to kill it off. Well done, boys. Come on, Winnipeg. Do something. Win this game. We've had 40 shots on goal. Come on, Winnipeg. You know you want to. We're going to go to double overtime. We're going to double overtime. 44 shots to 42 in favour of Winnipeg. Now, I know what's going to happen. It's going to happen within, like, the first 2 minutes of this period. And Chicago are probably going to score. Winnipeg, can you please win for us? Here we go. Come on, Winnipeg. Let's win this. Win a power play. Power play for the Jets. And they can't score on it. Wonderful. But Mark Scheifele in double overtime. 16:55 left in double overtime. Scheifele manages to get the game winner. Hellebuck with the first star, Corey Crawford with the second, and Patrik Laine with 2 points to get the third star. That's more like it, fellas. Well, going to double overtime isn't really helpful, but I'm glad that we won that game. Regardless of the score, regardless of how long it took, a win is a win in the playoffs. So, we're 2-1 down in the series. If we win this game, we're right back to where we started. Let's do this. Game 4 of Round 1. Here we go, boys. Schmaltz against Kyle Connor for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 1-1 game. Scheifele opens the scoring, but Thomas Jurko scores on Hellebuck. 13 shots to 8 in favour of the visiting Jets, though. Come on, Winnipeg. Let's do this, boys. Second period. There you go. Patan, Ehlers and Bufflin. Finally, some depth comes in. Good, a 4-1 lead for Winnipeg. 23 shots to 16 in favour of the Jets. I'm going to risk it, boys. Third period. 7-3. Wow, I was going to get a bit confused there. Yannick Hansen and Brandon... Sorry, Yannick Hansen? Isn't he playing in the KHL at the moment? Yeah, he's with CSKA Moscow, isn't he? And Brandon Saad score, but Laine scores a pair of goals. Lemieux gets one as well. A 7-3 victory for the Jets. That's what we needed. 4 points for Laine, 3 points for Scheifele, and 2 points for Kyle Connor. So our first line is starting to click here. You move Panarin off the first line. Oh, no, Jacob Trouba's injured. Oh, that's not helpful. That is really not helpful. Well, all right then. I guess we'll change that around. So, Morin, you're going to have to play second defense time. We've got Joe Morrow here. Substituting all lines. Let's just double check our roster moves. Is there a defenseman we could bring up that would be better than Morrow? Because I would prefer that. Niku, yes, 78 overall. Which way does he shoot? He shoots left. Okay, Niku, you're coming up, bud. Would be over the salary cap. Okay, so let's send down Morrow. Yes, confirm. We don't need Morrow in the lineup. And Niku, yes, you're coming up, bud. Okay, and then let's edit the lines. Because Manitoba aren't making the playoffs, it makes the most sense to bring Niku up here. He's better than the next best defenseman we would have had. He's going to get some playing time here until Trouba gets back. Makes the most sense. Let's do it. Best lines for you guys. Logan Stanley in the lineup there. Good. Joe Morrow's down there as well. Good, good. Okay, so we've managed to claw back into this series. We've won the last 2 games. We haven't won a game at home so far this playoffs. We kind of need to make a change to that, boys. So, if we win this game, we're 1 game away from the second round. Let's do it. Here we go. Game 5 of round 1. Whoever wins this takes a key advantage. Taze against Duchesne for the opening face-off. Come on, Winnipeg. Do it for your home fans. First period. Okay, it's a 2-0 lead. Artemi Panarin finally scores. Oh, in the first minute of the game as well. I think it just went while we simmed. Then Kerdell scores on Corey Crawford. 13 shots to 7 in favour of Winnipeg. Second period. Okay, good. A 3-0 lead. Scheifele. Scheifele and Laine have been carrying this team this series. 20 shots to 16 in favour of Winnipeg. I'm going to risk it, boys. Third period. Okay, it's a 4-1 victory. Kyle Connor gets the empty net goal, I should say. Forgetting how to talk now, folks. And Alex DeBrincat manages to break the shutout. But a 4-1 victory for the Winnipeg Jets. 3 assists for Laine. Hellebuck with the second star, .961 save percentage. And Scheifele with a pair of points as well. Oh, our first line is clicking. Laine and Scheifele are such a dynamic duo. 13 points in 5 games. Laine's almost averaging 3 points a game so far in this playoffs. That's tremendous. So, Game 6 of round 1. If we win this, we're through to the next round. If we don't, it's a 7-game series. Here we go, boys. We haven't lost a game away from home. Let's keep it that way. Appleton, I should say. I'm forgetting how to talk again. What is wrong with me? Appleton against DeBrincat for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 2-1 lead. Panarin scores again. Laine scores again. Schmaltz scores on Hellebuck. It's a 2-1 game. 11 shots to 10 in favour of Winnipeg. Chicago aren't going to go down without a fight, so let's get this done. Hang on a minute. All right, sorry, I'm just a bit confused. I saw Schmaltz with the orange one lit up there, and I thought it scored from the other side of the ice. That was just me being silly, my bad. Second period. Okay, it's a 3-1 game. Patrick Laine scores another goal. 21 shots to 20 in favour of Chicago at the end of the second. What times they simulate? Oh, they score a 5-on-3 goal from Patrick Kane. And we managed to kill off the rest of the penalty. Good. Winnipeg, we need that insurance marker back. I do not trust us against Chicago with a 1-goal lead. 7 minutes left to go. Thank you, Artemi Panarin. He's finally found his scoring touch on that second line with Duchesne. Scheifele scores another one. It seems every game Scheifele and Laine are scoring at least 1 goal each. And that is all she wrote for round 1 for the Winnipeg Jets. The defending Stanley Cup champions take a 5-2 victory in round 1. 3 points for Laine, 3 points for Panarin, 2 points for Mark Scheifele. Perfect. Great job, boys. 16 points in 6 games. Almost 3 points a game. He's going well over 2 points. He's going about 2.5 points a game, is Patrick Laine. 9 goals in 6 games. That is incredible. Okay, so let's hold a team meeting. That series was a walk in the park compared to what we might expect. I mean, I'm not wrong there. We're going to have some tough opponents to face. So we're going to probably go up against Dallas for the next round. Well, that's going to be a tough one. Okay, so first round of the playoffs is over. Who are we up against? Dallas. Not surprised at all. So it's Philly against Buffalo, Toronto against Boston. That'll be a great series. Then we've got Dallas against Winnipeg and Calgary against San Jose. So 3 Canadian teams have made it through to the second round. That's not too bad. I'm quite impressed with that. Okay, so let's hold another team meeting. Game 1 or Game 7. You've got to step up. The players love it. Most of them have already heard it a million times and still agree with it. But here we are. The team that beat us in the division once again. They're 52-26-4 this last season. That is a great season for the Dallas Stars. But I'm sorry, Dallas. We're going to have to end your season here. Here we go at the American Airlines Center. We're undefeated away. Let's keep it that way. Nichushkin against Perreault for the opening face-off of Game 1 of Round 2. First period. Okay, no score at the end of the first. 11 shots to 6 in favour of the visiting Jets. Come on, Winnipeg. Let's take the lead in this series. Second period. Okay, it's a 1-0 lead to Winnipeg. Patrick Laine scores again. He just can't stop. 22 shots to 13 in favour of Winnipeg at the end of the second. Let's get that insurance marker, Winnipeg. Then I'll feel a lot better about this game. Although Hellebuck and the defense have played a very good game so far. Please say I haven't jinxed myself. Power play for Winnipeg. A very long power play for Winnipeg, but we can't score on it. That might come back to bite us in the arse. But as the period comes to an end, only 1 minute left. There you go. Empty netter from Patrick Laine. And it's a 2-0 shutout victory for the Winnipeg Jets in Game 1. Beautiful. Mike Smith gets the first star, though. 33 saves on 35 shots. A .970 save percentage. Patrick Laine, both the goals in the game, gets the second star. And Connor Hellebuck with the shutout on 20 shots manages to get the third star of the game. 18 points in 7 games for Patrick Laine. Wow, this kid is a stud. Jacob Trouba's back. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to make a slight change here. Gabriel Carlson, you shoot left. So Niku, I'm actually going to get you some playing time. We seem to have we've won every single game since Niku came into the lineup. So I want to kind of keep it that way and see what happens. If not, and I mean, Trouba could get injured again. Just bring in Gabriel Carlson, stick him in again. So, game number 2 of the series at the American Airlines Center again. Here we go. Sagan against Ehlers for the opening face-off. Come on, boys. Let's stay undefeated away from home. First period. Okay, it's a 1-0 lead to Dallas. Jamie Benn scores their first goal of the series. 14 shots to 4 in favour of Dallas at the end of the first. Winnipeg, get some more shots on goal, boy. Second period. Okay, no score after the second. 22 shots to 13 in favour of Dallas. Times 8 simulate the third period. A power play for the Dallas Stars. And we kill it off. Well done, boys. Power play for us. There you go. Matt Duchene. His first goal of the playoffs. He's probably got several assists on some Panarin goals. But that's his first one that's counted. And then Patrick Laine takes the lead with about 6 minutes left in the game. Oh, Patrick Laine, you are an MVP. And as the period comes to an end, a 2-1 victory this time for the Winnipeg Jets over the Dallas Stars. So we're averaging 2 goals a game. They are averaging half a goal a game in this series so far. Connor Hellebuck, the first star, 32 saves on 33 shots, .969. Mike Smith, 24 saves on 26 shots, .923. And Patrick Laine with the game-winning goal gets the third star. I mean, in a typical 2-1 game or a 1-0 game, that's the sort of 3 stars that you'll always get, you know. So, we have taken a 2-0 lead. Calgary and San Jose are tied. Toronto have taken a 2-0 lead over Boston. And it's tied at 2, or tied at 1 in Philly and Buffalo. So, we are still undefeated. We're halfway through the second round. I'll just do a team meeting here quickly. We can do this, boys. So, we haven't lost a game away from home so far this playoffs. And I hope it stays that way. We need to be dominant away from home. We're only like 1-2 at home, though. So, we kind of need to pick up our home ice advantage. Which will start now at the Bell MTS Place, Game 3 of Round 2. Here we go. Let's do this, boys. I'm ready. Sagan against Patrick Laine for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 1-1 game. Kerdils opens the scoring, but Jaden Schwartz scores on Connor Hellebuck. 13 shots to 8 in favour of Dallas. Come on, Winnipeg. Let's go 3-0 up in this series. Do it for the home fans. Second period. Okay, it's a 2-2 game. Ehlers scores and Jamie Benn scores on Connor Hellebuck. 23 shots to 16 in favour of Dallas at the end of the second. Wow, we're getting some good shots on goal to start the third period. A power play early for Dallas and Tyler Sagan scores on the power play. Winnipeg are trailing once again. And there you go. Appleton scores to tie the game with about half the period left to go. Well done, son. That's what I like to see. Come on, Winnipeg. Let's break this tie before the end of regulation. Come on, Jets. There you go, Mark Scheifele listens to me. Oh, but Sagan ties the game. Oh, what an exciting last 90 seconds of this game. With a minute and a half left, Scheifele breaks the tie, 4-3 lead. 40 seconds left, Tyler Sagan ties the game. What an exciting Game 3 this must have been. Oh, I would have loved to have been in the rink for this kind of game. It's great. 29 shots to 27 in favour of Dallas. Okay, so this is our second overtime game this playoffs. We won in double overtime last time. Let's win in singular overtime this time, Winnipeg. Scheifele or Laine. I'm calling for a goal. Maybe Panarin. Let's do this, boys. Here we go. Overtime. Come on, Winnipeg. Let's do this, boys. Get this victory. Go 3-0 up in the series. And Artemi Panarin! See, I add his name into the list of players to score. And he scores. 15 minutes, 20 seconds left in overtime. The 31st shot. The shot tie-breaking shot. Manages to get it. So, Seguin, the first star with 3 points. Panarin, a pair of points. And Kurdils with a pair of points also. Oh, we have almost swept the Dallas Stars. Nick Patan has been injured. He's out till May 7th. Okay. Luckily, when a bottom 6 player goes down in our lineup, we have a player to immediately replace him. We're going to bring in Mr. Chris Versteeg, who's currently in the KHL, I believe. He is a depth forward. Kurdils is a fourth line forward, so we're going to keep Versteeg on the third line. Don't want to break up that fourth line because they're doing a great job for us. So, at home for Game 4, can we sweep the Dallas Stars in Round 2 and make it to our third straight conference finals? Okay, Versteeg is loving that. His morale's gone up because he's in the lineup. He wants to hear that stuff from the coach. 20 points in 9 games for Patrick Laine. About 2.5 points. Just under 2.5 points a game. 12 goals in 9 games. That's incredible. He's almost going an assist a game as well. So, Game 4. Can we sweep? Let's find out. So, Ehlers against Ritchie for the opening face-off of Game 4 of Round 2. First period. Okay, no score after the first. 11 shots to 10 in favour of Dallas. A very close game here at the end of the first 20. Come on, Winnipeg. Let's do this. Second period. Okay, it's a 1-1 game. Versteeg scores his first game in the lineup in this playoffs. He manages to break the tie, but then Devon Shaw manages to tie it up for us. 21 shots to 17, though, in favour of Winnipeg at the end of the second. Times 8 simulate the third period. Here we go, Jets. Power play for the Dallas Stars. A short-handed goal for Jack Roslovic. There you go, son. That's exactly what we need. If we want to go through to the next round of the playoffs, our short-handed team is going to have to step up, and he does. Oh, but then Valeri Nichushkin scores on Connor Hellebuck to tie the game. We're getting towards the dying seconds of this game. We are going to overtime once again. Dallas really don't want to be swept in this series, do they? 31 shots to 27 in favour of Winnipeg. Here we go, boys. Come on, Jets. We've won both overtime games so far. Power play for us. Let's keep it this way. Come on, Winnipeg. And Patrick Laine! The Finnish Flash, the second, manages to score the series-breaking goal, the series-clinching goal, as Winnipeg go 3-2 over the Dallas Stars and sweep them in the second round. Jack Roslovic with the short-handed goal. Nice play, bud. But Connor Hellebuck, the first star, 9.33 save percentage. A great series against the Dallas Stars. It was a hard-fought series all round. That was great. That was really good. Well done, fellas. You deserve to go to your third consecutive conference finals. 2 seasons ago, we made it to the conference finals and were eliminated. Last season, we made it to the finals and won the Stanley Cup. We are halfway there, ladies and gents. We are halfway to going and clinching our second straight Stanley Cup. So it looks like we're going up against San Jose for the conference finals. Wow, Toronto managed to sweep Boston, and it looks like Philly might be in over Buffalo. We'll have to check. See what happens. Yep. Oh no, Nick Patan. Sorry, I thought that was Philly clinching it. So now we have the question: do we want Patan to come? Oh yeah, he's 81 overall. We probably should keep him in. He scored 1 goal in 9 games, compared to Versteeg, who scored 1 goal in 1 game. He's 81 overall. We have to bring him in. Versteeg did a great job for us. Scored a very key goal for us, but he's got to know that that's his role in this team. Yeah, it's gone to 7 games between Philly and Buffalo. Player morale. Yeah, let's have a chat with some of the players while we wait. What's going on, boys? Tyler Myers, how is it? I've been underperforming lately. The numbers are black and white. We need you to produce. His morale improved. Great. Good, I'm glad to hear it. So, we're going to see who goes through. So, the final 4 in the National Hockey League for the 2021 playoffs. Winnipeg and San Jose, Toronto and Buffalo. Wow, Buffalo managed to come back. So, conference finals. Bell MTS Place. We're still undefeated away from home, and we've won our last 3 games at home. Can we do this, boys? I think we can. Or the last 4 games at home. We've won the last 4 games. We're 4 for 2, I believe. I want to double check this, actually. So, first round, I really need to know this now. So, first round, we're 4-for-2 at home, and we're 4-0 away. That's pretty impressive. We're going, 8-2 so far this playoffs. We start at home at the Bell MTS Place against the San Jose Sharks. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Here we go, boys. Thomas Hertl against Mark Scheifele for the opening face-off of Game 1 of Round 3. First period. Okay, it's a 2-1 game. Perreault and Laine again score. And Joe Pavelski scores on Connor Hellebuck. 12 shots to 11, though, in favour of Winnipeg. That one shot differential and that one extra goal being the difference here. Second period. Okay, it's a 3-2 game. Patan scores back in the lineup, and Logan Couture scores on Connor Hellebuck. 27 shots to 16 in favour of Winnipeg at the end of the second. Let's get that insurance marker, Winnipeg. I'll feel a lot better if we do. So, time's out simulating the third period. Come on, Winnipeg. 32 shots on goal for us so far. Oh, Kevin Labanc scores. Come on, Winnipeg. Break this tie late in the game. Do not let them score any more goals, fellas. No, Thomas Hertl. No, don't do that to us. Winnipeg, fight back, fight back. Oh, and there you go. The San Jose Sharks managed to take a 4-3 victory in Game 1 of the conference finals. Perreault and Patan both get a pair of points, and Labanc gets a pair of points also. And those are your 3 stars of the game. Okay, so Patrick Laine, 2 points a game so far this playoffs. 14 goals, 8 assists. You know what? I'm going to bring Panarin back onto the first line. Kyle Connor's gone a bit quiet recently. Scheifele, he's got 17 points in 11 games. Panarin, he's got 12 points in 11 games. He's started to pick it up a little bit. So he's started to heat up a little bit. Let's see if this dynamic first line can rejoin again and get the job done for us. I really hope they can. So, home again against the San Jose Sharks. We take this, we should be in a good position here. Buffalo have taken a 1-0 lead as well. Couture against Scheifele for the opening face-off of Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. First period. Okay, no score after the first. 12 shots to 7 in favour of Winnipeg. Come on, Jets, do it for your home fans, damn it. Second period. Okay, it's a 2-1 lead for us. Kyle Connor scores to open the scoring. Wow, getting put back on that second line, gets a goal immediately. Thank you very much. Couture scores to set the tie again. Sorry, I was about to say to break the tie. But Scheifele breaks the tie with a goal, 6:19 left in the second. 20 shots to 15 in favour of Winnipeg at the end of the second. Times 8 simulate the third. A power play goal for Evander Kane and the game is tied. Okay, Winnipeg, let's do this, boys. Break this tie, Winnipeg. Not you, San Jose. You're not allowed to. You've won your game this series. You don't need any more. Come on, Winnipeg. We're getting into the dying minutes of this game. Power play. Power play. Oh, why can't we score? Thank you, Matthew Perreault. There you go, son. And Panarin scores back on the first line to seal the deal. The insurance marker goal less than a minute into the left of the game. A 4-2 victory for the Winnipeg Jets. Good. Scheifele with 2 points. Laine with a pair of points. And Hellebuck with a 9.25 save percentage in the game. Oh, this is intense, boys. 24 points in 12 games. I'm loving Patrick Laine so far this playoffs. He has been a stud for us. Okay, drafting. I'm not really that fussed about drafting at the moment. So, we're away. We're at the SAP Centre at San Jose. We are undefeated away from home. So if everything goes to plan, we're going to be 3-1 up coming back home. It's 1-1 as well in the other conference final. Here we go. Game number 3 of the Western Conference Finals at the SAP Centre. Eric Howler against Matt Duchene for the opening face-off. Come on, boys. First period. Okay, no score after the first. 12 shots to 10 in favour of Winnipeg. Second period. Okay, it's a 1-1 game. Brock McGinn scores, but Scheifele manages to tie the game. 23 shots to 20 in favour of Winnipeg at the end of the second. An early power play for San Jose, and we managed to kill it off. Well done, boys. Come on, Winnipeg. Let's get this done. Let's keep our undefeated away record. A power play, no chance there for the Jets. Come on, Winnipeg. Thank you, Kyle Connor, on that second line again. 2 goals in 2 games after being switched from the first to the second line. That's what I like to see, boy. And as the game comes, Kyle Connor with another goal to manage to seal the deal and a 3-1 victory for the Winnipeg Jets in Game 3. Kyle Connor, 2 goals. Connor Hellebuck, a 9.64 save percentage. And Nikolai Ehlers, a pair of assists. That must be the first game that the first line has not scored a point in since the start of the playoffs. And it's taken them over halfway That's crazy. So, we're still undefeated away. Let's keep it up for Game 4. Whoever wins this game gains a bit of momentum here. If we win, we're 1 game away from the Stanley Cup Finals again. If we lose, the series is right back where we started to a best of 3. Duchesne against Couture for the opening face-off. Come on, Winnipeg. First period. Okay, it's a 1-1 game. Timo Meier opens the scoring, but Nikolai Ehlers ties the game up. 12 shots to 10 again in favour of Winnipeg at the end of the first period. That must have been the 3rd time in this series. Wow. Second period. It's a 2-1 lead for Winnipeg. Jack Roslovic scores. 21 shots to 20 in favour of Winnipeg. Times 8 simulate the 3rd period. Come on, boys. Get that insurance marker. I'll feel so much better about this if we get that insurance marker. They're a deadly team, San Jose. I do not want them to score. Come on, Winnipeg. You know you want to, fellas. Come on, Jets. You're winning, which is great, but I want that insurance marker. Come on, Winnipeg. You know you want to. And it looks like it won't be necessary. Thank goodness. Winnipeg, they are, 6-0 away from home. That is crazy. Wow. So Connor Hellebuck, 970 save percentage. Jones, a 937 save percentage. And Roslovic, with the game-winning goal, manages to take us up 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals. Wow. This is crazy. So the first line has cooled off a little bit. Oh, it's going to 6 games at least in the Eastern Conference. But here we go. Let's do it in front of the home fans. The series clinching game. Let's see if it happens. Couture against Duchesne for game 5, of the Western Conference Finals. Come on, Winnipeg. First period. Okay, 1-0 lead. Dustin Byfuglien, Big Buff, manages to score on Martin Jones. 9 shots apiece, though, at the end of the first. Second period. Okay, San Jose take the lead. Evander Kane and Joe Pavelski score. 21 shots to 18 in favour of San Jose. Times 8 simulate this game. Come on, let's lock this down here, Winnipeg. We know we haven't been... Thank you, Big Buff. Second goal of the game. I know we haven't been that strong here at home compared to away, but we need to get this shut down. We cannot win the Stanley Cup if we're not good enough at home. Come on, boys. Get this late goal. Matthew Perreault scores late. Oh, I love it, Matthew Perreault. Oh, and Eric Howler manages to tie the game with 1:58 left. And we go to overtime. The 3rd overtime for Winnipeg in this playoffs. We're averaging 1 overtime game a series. 31 shots to 28 in favour of Winnipeg at the end of regulation. We have not lost in overtime yet, Winnipeg. Let's keep it that way. Here we go. 1 goal is all we need to go through to the Stanley Cup Finals, Winnipeg. Let's do this, boys. Here we go, Winnipeg. I know you can do it, boys. Come on. And no! Thomas Hertel scores. Okay. 35 shots to 33 in favour of San Jose. I knew it wasn't going to be easy here in the conference finals. So Hertel with a pair of points, Evander Kane with a pair of points, and Big Buff with both goals. So our first line has immediately gone silent on us. I'm not liking the sound of this. But we're going to go away from home again. If we clinch this game, we are through in 6 games. Let's do it. Let's not waste any time. We're ready for this, boys. We were 1 goal away. Couture against Duchesne for the opening face-off of Game 6. We are away. We are undefeated away. Let's keep it that way. Here we go. First period. Okay, no score at the end of the first. 12 shots to 9 this time in favour of Winnipeg. Come on, boys. Second period. Okay, it's a 1-1 game. Pavelski opens the scoring, but Duchesne gets a key goal to tie the game. 24 shots to 19 in favour of Winnipeg at the end of the second period. Come on, boys. Times 8 simulation. Thank you, Sami Niku! His first NHL goal is the current game winner. Matt Duchesne manages to get the insurance marker. That's exactly what I like to see, boys. We are remaining undefeated away from home. We have won 7 games away from home so far this playoffs. Kerdils gets the empty netter, and that is all she wrote. Ladies and gentlemen, for the 2nd consecutive season, the Winnipeg Jets are going through to the Stanley Cup Finals. Matt Duchesne, a pair of goals, Connor Hellebuck at 961 save percentage, and Nikolai Ehlers with 3 assists on the night. Sami Niku, his first goal in the National Hockey League, comes in is a game winner, the series clinching goal in the Western Conference Finals for the Winnipeg Jets. What a good way to score your first goal. You don't really get many goals that mean much more than that, do you, folks? 26 points in 16 games for Patrick Laine. It looks like 7 games. 7 games between Toronto and Buffalo. So, here we go. The round of the playoffs is over. Who are we up against? Buffalo. Oh, wow. Okay. I thought we were going to be up against Toronto, which I think would be a matchup of last year again, wouldn't it? Because they won the Cup, then they made it to the finals and we beat them. Then they made it to the conference finals this time, but were beaten in 7 games. They were very close. But here we are. Here we are. Buffalo against Winnipeg. We had a much better record than them this season. 7 more wins than them. They had 3 more overtime losses than us. But 7 more wins. We've got some players that are absolutely scorching up the league right now. Let's do it. Here we go. Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Can we repeat back-to-back Stanley Cups? Rodriguez against Lemieux for the opening face-off of the Stanley Cup Finals. First period. Okay, it's a 3-1 game. There you go. Kyle Connor scores, Yashin scores, Ehlers scores, and Panarin scores. So 2 second-line goals and 1 first-line goal. Pekka-Rinne's on the Sabres? No wonder they made it to the Stanley Cup Finals. 9 shots to 7 in favour of Winnipeg. Second period. It's a 4-1 game to us. Matt Duchene scores his 3rd goal in 2 games. 17 shots to 12, though, in favour of Buffalo. And third period. There you go. A 4-2 victory. Passard manages to score on Hellebuck. But we win a game at home, which is great. Ehlers with 3 points. Connor with 2 points. Hellebuck a 9-3-1 save percentage. Guys, we are 3 wins away from the Stanley Cup. From winning our 2nd straight Stanley Cup. Wow. So, game 2 at the Bell MTS Place. Let's just get straight into it, folks. I don't think we should wait about. Scheifele against Rodriguez for the opening face-off of game 2 in Winnipeg. Here we go, boys. First period. It's a 1-1 game. Thompson scores. Tage Thompson, I assume. And Patrick Laine gets his first goal in a while. 9 shots to 8 in favour of Buffalo, though, at the end of the first. Come on, Jets. Let's do this. Second period. Okay, 1-1 game still. 19 shots to 17 in favour of Buffalo. Start the third period. Artemi Panarin scores immediately and Scheifele scores. Oh, I love it, boys. The first line has clicked. All 3 goals have come from the first line. I love it that in the last series we had a lot of goals. Eichel scores. A lot of goals coming from the other lines. The first line shut down pretty much. Oh, a short-handed goal for Tyler Myers to get the insurance marker back. Well played. That's 2 short-handed goals this playoffs for us. There have been some key goals as well. So a 4-2 victory in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals for the Winnipeg Jets. Scheifele 3 points, Laine 2 points, and Hellebuck a 928 save percentage. But yeah, like I was saying, the first line that we have was pretty much shut down towards the end of that series against San Jose, but the other lines managed to pick it up, and that's what it takes to have a successful Stanley Cup champion team, as we saw last season. If your key superstars, because the other teams are going to focus so much on those key superstars, if they focus all their energy on them, you need to have a strong enough depth in the forward position, and in the defence as well, to be fair, if they're shutting down your key defensemen, to be able to get the goals and the clutch goals that you need in order to go through. So we are halfway through this series, hopefully, and we are 2-0 up. We're 2-0 up. We're undefeated in the Stanley Cup Finals so far in this year. If we win this game, we are 1 game away from sweeping the Stanley Cup Finals for our 2nd straight Stanley Cup. We will repeat what the Pittsburgh Penguins did several years ago. Let's do it. I'm ready. Here we go. Winnipeg against Buffalo. We are undefeated away from home still. Middlestat against Duchene for the opening face-off of Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. First period. Okay, it's a 1-1 game. Rasmus Dahlin opens the scoring, but Artemi Panarin gets his 2nd in 2 games. However, 10 shots apiece at the end of the first period. Second period. No score in the second period. 20 shots to 15 in favour of Buffalo at the end of the second. Times they simulate the third. Let's go, Winnipeg. Come on, boys. Break this tie, Jets. We're so close now, fellas. Come on, Winnipeg. Let's just stick a dagger in the heart. Thank you, Roslovic. Stick a dagger in the heart of Buffalo Sabres fans. They make it to another finals and we're going to destroy them again. Here we go. Winnipeg Jets, final minute of the game. And that is all she wrote for Game 3, ladies and gents. A 2-1 victory for the Winnipeg Jets. Connor Hellebuck, a 964 save percentage. Rinne, a 925 save percentage. Very impressive. And Roslovic, the game-winning goal. Roslovic has scored some very key goals for us so far this year. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are 1 win away from sweeping the Stanley Cup Finals and clinching our 2nd straight Stanley Cup. Do we have what it takes? I think we do. I really think we do. And the one thing I like about this, especially if we win this, Several of the key players were here before I joined this team, but I've made my impact. Panarin, Duchesne, also the likes of Morin and Gabriel Carlson. I brought all those players in. I found the missing pieces to help this team be a Stanley Cup champion. Let's see if I can help them be a Stanley Cup champion once again. May 27th, 2021. Save that date, Winnipeg Jets fans. Jack Eichel against Jack Roslovic for the opening face-off of a potential sweep in the Stanley Cup Finals. First period. It's a 1-0 lead. Max Pacioretty scores on Connor Hellebuck. 10 shots to 7 in favour of Winnipeg. Come on, Jets. Now's the time to do it, boys. Second period. It's a 2-1 game. Tyler Myers scores on Pecorine and Thompson scores on Hellebuck. 19 shots to 15 in favour of Buffalo. As we go into the third period, times 8 simulation. Come on, Winnipeg. Fight back. Power play for us. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on. That's a long power play and we can't get it done. Come on, Winnipeg. Let's do this. Another power play. Nikolai Ehlers scores. Come on, Winnipeg. Nick Kurdell scores. Has he scored the Stanley Cup clinching goal? He might have. I'm going to join in. 13 seconds left in the game. It's going to happen, ladies and gents. It is going to happen. Oh my God. The Winnipeg Jets are going to clinch their second straight Stanley Cup. You heard it here first, boys. Wow, what a way this team has come. 13 seconds left in the game. Nick Kurdell. Who would have thought Nick Kurdell with the Stanley Cup clinching goal? But I think he's done it, boys. Here we go. 13 seconds left. Appleton with a really interesting visor there. 20 seconds left in the game. Sami Niku. Sami Niku to Morin. Morin number 3. Oh, he gets absolutely rocked. Just make sure they don't score. 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 No! Oh, and Jack Eichel has scored. Oh, no! And this game is probably going to overtime. Oh, my goodness. Right, I need to score a goal. Short side snipe here, boys. 9 seconds left. 9 seconds left for the short side snipe. I can't believe I allowed them to score like that. The last few seconds, and we're going to have to actually score a goal. It's going to go a little bit longer than I thought it would, boys, but here we go. So, overtime in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Wow, here we go. We shouldn't have let them score that goal. I should have been better on the defense. But here we are. 1 goal is all it takes. And I think I'm ready. I'm ready to do this, to stay undefeated away. Mark Scheifele with the puck. Oh, he loses it. Doesn't matter. Big Buff's got it. To Line. Okay, I can't seem to get the puck to save my life at the moment. Doesn't matter. Josh Morrissey. Come on. Come on, boys. Okay, good poke check attempt. Morrissey. Pacioretty. Hello, how are you? Good play. Panarin over to Scheifele. The right-handed line, I should call it. Careful. Don't know where Line was there. Oh, don't like the look of this, boys. Good play. Panarin. Careful, careful, careful. Good pass up to Morrissey. Morrissey with the puck. Morrissey with the puck. Oh, and Rene makes the save. 17-15 left in overtime. Somebody's got to win this. Who's going to score the Stanley Cup winning goal for us? Will it be one of our players on the second line? Let's see. Tyler Myers. Slap shot. Oh, a redirection attempt. Okay, another face-off. This is intense, boys. I wasn't expecting to actually play any hockey here. I was kind of hoping Kurdell's goal would be the one that clinched it. But my poor defensive play gave us some problems. Shot attempt. Duchesne. Somebody. Ah, okay. Okay, no worries. Passard to Reinhardt. Reinhardt, hello. Okay, that was a bad play by me. Good hit by Duchesne. Good hit by Duchesne. To Kyle Connor. Let's go, boys. Where are you? Over. Oh, okay. Close for Nikolai Ehlers there. Let's get the third line out. Who's going to do it? Perreault, Roslovic or Patan? Which one? Let's do this, boys. Or will it be Morin? No, it won't be. Okay, Samuel Morin. We've got a chance here. Sami Niku. Could you imagine Sami Niku scoring the Stanley Cup winning goal? Patan. That's a power play. That's a power play. Oh, slash there by the Buffalo Sabres. And the Winnipeg Jets are on the power play. 2 minutes. We're 1 for 4 on the power play so far. Only 2 shots in this power play also. Oh, they're deciding to break out. Okay, good hit there. Good hit by Big Buff. They're killing time off the clock that I don't like. Let's go, Line. Let's go. Over. Oh, that was a tough shot. Okay, good stop by Morrissey. I think they've taken another penalty. Just get this shot to the goal then. Oh, come on. Right, 5-on-3 for 1:36. I thought that might just trickle into the goal. Could you imagine? A 5-on-3 power play for 1:36. Tie-up attempt. They've sent it over. Oh, Buffalo, what are you doing, boys? That's 2 minutes. That should be 2 minutes of 5-on-3. He cleared that out of the rink. Okay, we need to win that face-off there, guys. Come on, good. Good play by Duchesne. To Myers. Slap shot attempt, good try. Okay, let's set something up here, boys. I don't know how I've not got this puck. Okay. Over! Oh, Matt Duchesne! He's robbed right in front by Pecorine. Oh, this is close, ladies and gents. 1:42, that's what I thought. I thought it would be 2 minutes. 1:42 left of 5-on-3 power play time. Oh, a blocked shot there. Good, clear stop. Oh, Ehlers, keep it in. Good job by Tyler Myers. Oh, that was an awful pass. They send it out again, although that one's not a penalty. Buffalo, you are falling apart here. You clearly haven't had the experience of being in a Stanley Cup Finals game. And it's showing. Let's go. Tyler Myers. Okay, shot attempt. We're getting good blocks in front, though. He's cleared that one out again. That's another penalty. The Buffalo Sabres are absolutely falling apart here. 3 minutes and 3 seconds of 5-on-3 power play time. If we can't win this one, then there's no hope for us, boys. If we can't win this, come on, fellas, let's go. Over to Panarin. Good play. Over to Laine. Laine's got the puck. Okay, we need to find a shooting chance here. Patrick Laine. Oh, just a little bit wide. Scheifele's still got the puck. Scheifele over. Oh, okay, come on. Somebody get into position here, boys. Over. Scheifele almost scores that one. He almost did. Okay. Over. Oh, Patrick Laine. Would have been a great goal. Oh, I thought he was going to clear that off the glass again. Or out of play. Out of the glass. Okay, let's go. Okay, that was an awful pass. Okay, just about saved that one with the poke check. We should not have made that play. Good pass to Matt Duchesne. Matt Duchesne. Oh, glove saved by Pecorine. Oh, we're not getting anything here, boys. Okay, here we go. This is the left-handed group, is it? We have the right-handed power play unit and the left-handed power play unit. A shot. Oh, Sami Niku almost getting that one. He's cleared it off the glass again. What are you doing, Buffalo? Wow. Oh my goodness, 2 minutes and 23 seconds of 5-on-3 power play time. I never thought I'd see the day. Oh, here we go. Kyle Connor, get that in! Oh, we're so close. How have we gone this long without the puck going in the frickin' net? Oh my god. Careful, shot. There you go! Matt Duchesne has done it, and the Winnipeg Jets have won the second Stanley Cup championship in franchise history. Back-to-back cups. They've done it! They've done the impossible! They've won the Stanley Cup! The Buffalo Sabres, they're completely upset. The amount of penalties they took in that overtime, they did not deserve to win that game. What a series. What a playoffs. What a win by the Winnipeg Jets. 2 straight Stanley Cup championships. My 3rd year at the helm, we've gone from a conference finals appearance to 2 straight Stanley Cups. The Buffalo Sabres, they're distraught. This might be their one and only chance to make it back to the finals. Flashbacks to the Dallas series with the puck in the crease. However, they shot themselves in the foot for this one. The handshake line here. Everything taking place here. Thanking everybody for what they've done. I'm not surprised. Well played, Buffalo. You fought hard. But we managed to come out the victors. I'm pretty sure we swept them as well, didn't we? Did we sweep them? I think we swept them. That was a close game, though. I did not deserve to score that. In fairness, it shouldn't have gone to overtime, but we managed to get the job done. Patrick Laine, the Conn Smythe winner. 29 points. Wow. 29 points in the postseason. That is incredible. And he loves the Conn Smythe trophy. The alternate captain for the Winnipeg Jets. And here it comes. Once again, we remained undefeated away from home. And here it is again. The Stanley Cup. The Winnipeg Jets. They've won it. They've done it again. They've done the impossible. Pittsburgh were the last team to do it. They are the third team since the mid to early 2000s that have won back-to-back Stanley Cups. It's not an easy thing to do in a competitive 31-team league, but they've done it. Mark Scheifele and his team have done it! There you go! Parading that Stanley Cup around the arena of the KeyBank Center, I believe it's called. Give the thing away. Is that to Matt Duchene? Nope, it's to number 52. That's to Roslovic. He scored some very clutch goals for us. He deserves to lift that cup. Well done, Jack Roslovic. Well played, sir. You're going to give it to... Who are you giving it to now? Who's this? Matt Duchene. The Stanley Cup winning goal scorer, Matt Duchene. He's been a controversial player throughout his career. But, I mean, for him to do that, that's incredibly impressive. People will start to remember that more than his sitting in an Uber and telling off the Ottawa Senators, I would think. Him moving from Ottawa to Winnipeg was the best move in his career he's ever made. Matt Duchene, you've had a long time with the cup, mate. Do you want to give it to somebody else? You see the fans are all sitting down. They're all jealous because Buffalo didn't win it. You didn't stand a chance, boys. You didn't stand a chance. Connor Hellebuck taking the Stanley Cup. He deserves it. He deserves it probably more than anyone on the ice at the moment. Now they're all getting ready. Patrick Laine, Mark Scheifele, Artemi Panarin, Connor Hellebuck, Dustin Byfuglien. They're all there. The 2021 Stanley Cup champions. What an incredible end to the game. Matt Duchene, the first star, understandably. I just want to take a look at these penalties. These penalties were ridiculous. In overtime by itself, penalties. They took 5 different penalties in the space of 2 minutes. Ristolainen delay of game. Berglund delay of game. Roman Josi delay of game. Tage Thompson for hooking and Darlene for slashing. Wow. Wow. 3 of their best defensemen were not on the ice for that 5-on-3 penalty kill. No wonder we won. But there you go. We did it, ladies and gents. The Winnipeg Jets are the 2021 Stanley Cup champions. 2 consecutive Stanley Cups. What a way to end this season. So yes, I'm going to end this episode here, ladies and gents. Maybe we'll do another season and we'll go for a 3rd straight Stanley Cup. If you want me to do another season with the Winnipeg Jets, let me know in the comments down below. I've seen that this series isn't really doing very well views-wise, or similarly to my Be a Pro mode. Some of my other videos are doing a lot better in terms of views. So if you really want me to do another season, do let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, or watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.